You ready for the jazz? For the jazz taker. Get on down. What you got? Oh, all right. Welcome to the live stream tonight. And we ain't jamming all the time, but we jamming tonight. And, my boss told me to wear a tie. So I'm wearing a tie. It's after midnight. So I'm actually off duty, if you want to get on the, But he told me to wear a tie, so I wore a tie. He told me that I'm in charge of security tonight, so, to make sure that, okay. Okay, so, and I told him I had some serious stuff to talk about tonight. But before we get to that serious stuff, we got to talk about the other serious stuff. The other serious stuff that I got this problem, and I brought these tools to help me figure out what the problem is. I got this, and I got these. Okay, so I painted my own nails. Okay, we got, come on now, y'all work with me here. Okay, just work with me. I might get to something good. I painted my own nails. Okay, so my granddaughters, Amika and Jocelyn, they both painted. Used to paint nails, and then when they got older, Mika's 17 and Jocelyn's 13, and they're like, "Oh, Grandma Guy, we go to the salon." And I was like, "Well, set that shit up." So they set it up. We went to the salon. I got gel. Okay, but that was a little while back before the trade war and before the government shut down. And before people, okay, I'll get to the point. So, well, y'all know that I don't roll with limitations, okay? So I ain't making enough money to go get gel right now, so I paint my own nails. That's the bad one. That's the right hand. The left hand. Okay, one hand is good. Okay, but that's not why I brought the tools. Come on, y'all, keep up with me, because I got a situation right here, and I'm gonna need some help. Okay, and I'm hoping that all you guys that paint your nails can help me with this, because the women that don't seem to think it's a problem. Okay, but I'm okay. So my situation is, I don't think the brush goes all the way to the bottom of the bottle. Oh, come on now. I got tools and I checked it out, and I don't think the brush goes all the way to the bottom of the jar. And I don't know. Oh wait. Oh, I can see in the light. I have more in there. I think it's dried. It might be dried up. Okay, sorry. Okay, so that was for my granddaughters and update. Okay. Oh wait, I got one more thing on the nails, and then we're going to get to the serious part of the paint. I mean, the nails stuff. Okay, so and this is the first time I did my own nails. This is the first time I had to go to this stuff. So y'all need to like make a donation or something so that I could, because I ain't. But you know what? I thought they came out. Okay, so y'all guys know who go and get your nails done or whatever. They sand them all down, smooth them all off. Well, I don't have time for all that crap. So I just paint mine over, They came out looking kind of. They came out looking. I'm gonna have to make this video and send it to my granddaughters. They came out looking kind of rough. They almost look like I have a disease. Okay, sorry. Okay, so there was something serious we wanted to talk about today, and so we're gonna get to it right now. I put together something new. And we're going to do a commercial break right now. That's what they do on it. Okay, so I did put something together new. And we're not going to do a commercial break, but we do have to. And we do have to pull it up. So most of the time when I'm okay, so let's just back that up a check. When I started doing this and making these documents, I always wanted to make that one document to crush everything. And so in the beginning it was more than one, and then it was lesser than it was. I didn't want to say how many it was. I don't remember. Okay, come on now. Y'all work with me. That's not the point. Okay. So what I found, what I learned over the time is that, well, it's better to have one document that everybody can afford. Okay? Because I can have one document like it did with the mandamus, the crusher, and only a couple of people can afford 3 to 5 or 9 to 10, 12, whatever. And so I need to figure out a way to make this work out for these poor ass people that are poor like me, which are the people that in my head, there's like several voices in my head want to help. I'm okay though. Just work with me. Okay. So we started doing the stuff we're doing, and I had some people critique me today, and they told me that it's not easy, and it's like I'm grumpy at them, and whatever, and after going through the divorce, I learned how to talk different and try to be nice. But at the end of the day, if I'm grumpy or it seems like I'm grumpy, it's because I don't think you're doing what needs to be done to make this work out for you. Usually it's because, the time spent. Sometimes it's because learning disabilities. I've had military people who have brain injuries. I have people that have been in car accidents, have brain injuries, who have, I have people that are suffering from brain injuries like right now while I'm talking to them. And it's hard for me to remember all of that stuff. Okay, but you know what? Could I have something that's easier? No. Did I say no? I did not say easier. Oh, okay. Could I have something more simple? I do say all the time that that I played football and I boxed, and so I have to keep things simple. So maybe that's probably how I should frame this. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to say is I'm pretty excited about this, about what I'm about to talk about right now. And if anybody can tell me well, I didn't mention that I was here, so nobody's here yet, but I'm on Rumble too. So if anybody can tell me what I'm about to talk about, then I'll throw, you'll get the picture. Or we'll send you something on the website. I ain't playing. I'm not playing. I got my tie, and I'm ready to protect the place for the security. But I'm at the undisclosed location. Well, a location connected to that location. So I don't have to worry about it. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff going on out there. But I have to worry about getting ready. I'm going to keep on rolling with the stream right now. We're going to keep it real. I'm moving my thing around so we can get the stuff up there. We need to show. So this new product that we're going to be talking about tonight. This is okay. So Henry's update is we got their ass. We're waiting to see. You guys already know what we filed for. We ain't heard from them. So it's been like 4 or 5, maybe 6 days. So I'm going to email them tomorrow and follow up. But we also have the eviction, the RICO counterclaim. And we also have the RICO lawsuit that we're going to be filing. So we're just kind of trying to see how they're rolling. But tonight, we want to talk about this new thing that I got going on right here. I just put it what I put it so that we can have. My assistant's in charge. My assistant wants to jam. I accidentally hit the phone. Okay, so it's really complicated trying to argue the foreclosure crap and trying to understand, that your stuff was that the loan was generated with your own signature and all that stuff, because we all were indoctrinated to believe all of the things that all of the legal stuff that we believe right now. But here's the thing. Imagine losing your home, your credit, your reputation, not because of a lawful judgment, but because the lenders, the servicers, and their attorneys published false statements of debt and default before any judgment was ever entered. Before they got a judgment, they already said that you was in default and they're going to take your house. And in non-judicial situations, you got 30 days. You don't even get to be or worry about any of that. Oh, but that's real complicated to argue. They tell you there's no case. They say, oh. People don't understand This is not foreclosure law. This is defamation. Defamation and unlawful debt collection disguised as foreclosure. And unless you know how to fight back, the state court fast track system will steamroll you, strip away your property, your rights, and your future without a judgment. Without a judgment. The problem is the foreclosure is not about missed payments. It's illegal debt collection operation. The banks, the servicers, they're not banks. In my mind, they're not banks. So I'm not going to call them banks. I'm going to call them bar members. They're not servicers because they don't service nothing. They're bar members, in my opinion. They falsely report defaults to credit agencies, destroy your reputation, wreck your credit, block you from jobs, loans, housing, help. They block you from getting help. Yeah, well, I know. Come on now. Work with me. First thing you want to do when you call, oh, you got to use your credit card. Oh, no, oh, wait. Well, they got to check credit score. Oh, they already jacked up your credit score. Follow me. It seems like this is the plan they have. And they do it before any judgment exists. I said, wait. No, wait. This is defamation. Defamation. It's lies published as fact, and it causes serious financial and personal harm. And if you're a professional, then it's professional defamation, and that means you just skip all the crap if you can show this stuff right here, head straight to the settlement conference. Oh, I wonder where I got that from in the first place. Okay, you're a stay-at-home dad or mom or whatever. Are you professional at it? Work with me here. We don't roll with limitations. It's defamation when they publish that shit and then wait. They tack that shit on on the front of your house. All the neighbors see it. Oh wait. They already have it in the computer that you're in default, and they have realtors and all these people showing up at your house and doing all this stuff. It's defamation. There's some other stuff too, all right? But here's the thing. We don't need all these tools anymore. It's defamation. I play football and I box. I like to keep shit simple. I can argue that. Defamation. Y'all lied and told everybody that I was in default, and y'all can't even prove y'all made me a loan. Y'all didn't make me a loan. The bank didn't sign anywhere on any of the documents. It's just the homeowner's signature. I don't need very many tools to figure that shit out. Defamation. Oh, this is a new attack, Jack, and we coming with the fact. Defamation. This is gonna be like cooler than sliced white bread. Well, I used that once. This is gonna be cool than slice darker bread. You know, wheat. Nobody wants to talk about the dark. Okay, sorry. Oh, sorry. Defamation. Can you argue that? I don't think there's anything to argue because their system is set up to jam you up and beat you down before they even take you in their fake ass court. I'm sorry. It's a fake ass court. It's defamation. Most people try and defend inside their fake ass court. I mean, their fake court. Sorry. But those courts are designed to move fast, foreclosures quickly. They dump you down into a court that don't have jurisdiction for the unlawful detainer. That court don't have jurisdiction to handle property stuff. They treat it like you're a tenant now. Oh, and if they did have a judgment, it's BS because they use statutes and codes that are invalid laws to get the judgment in a judicial. In non-judicial, the judgment is based off of a clause in the deed of trust. Look that shit up. The state pays the judges. The state pays the attorneys. People say the attorneys work for the bank. No, the attorneys work for themselves and they run the stuff. The bar members run the shit. They're the ones set it up. That's my opinion. There ain't no bank involved in it. The whole thing is crap. So I ain't even gonna say that. I'm just gonna call it YouTube. If you don't like it, you can just call me up or hit me up. I already know y'all ass is discriminating against me anyway. So the state pays the judges. The state pays the attorneys. The attorneys work for the other attorneys that the system calls the bank. I can roll with that. And the homeowners rarely stand a chance. They rarely stand a chance for a while. This is why I built a defamation, foreclosure defense, lawsuit package, defamation, foreclosure defense. Now, it wouldn't take much to change this to the whatever problem that you have. It's just one small section. Everybody's stuff is the same in my head, except for a few variations. This is a slick way to haul their ass, hold their feet to the fire. In a way they're not used to. Instead of waiting for the court to bury you, run you out of money, attack them with the federal claim defamation, $200 million or through a counterclaim. We come in, this package has a counterclaim and a claim. Y'all know how we do? The counterclaim is what you use to add their asses to it. So you're adding them as plaintiffs to the counterclaim, which adds them to their own action, and you file in their case $200 million. That's how we shut down the state court process. The other way we shut down the state court process is we use federal case law and federal acts and everything that we file in state court, and you can't respond with statutes and codes because statutes and codes are not valid laws. Bam. Oh, now this debt collection strategy robs the state court. All of our strategies rob the state court of jurisdiction. This strategy really forces the players and puts them in a position they can't defend. How are they going to defend? I don't know. It says, in my opinion, right at the bottom of some of their correspondence, some of the letters and some of the shit that they send you, that they're collecting a debt. Their phone calls. The complete counterclaim strategy, you name the state as the entity funding and backing the unlawful enforcement. The judge who signed the order without jurisdiction and is paid by the state, which means he has a confliction. I mean, a conflict. I had to make it right. Okay, sorry. The collector who reported false credit entries without a valid judgment or a bilateral contract. Oh, we're back to that contract thingy again. The attorney who didn't have agency to even put none of this. The alleged collector who pushes the false claim in the court. I mean, attorneys. Collectors/attorneys. In this lawsuit package, you're claiming defamation, the reporting of false information to the credit reporting agencies, and the court, damaging your reputation and your financial standing. Fraudulent concealment. Fraudulent concealment tolls is a federal doctrine that tolls the statute of limitations. They fraudulently concealed the fact that the alleged debt was already written off, securitized, or otherwise discharged. The FDCPA violations, pursuing collections without proper verification, without affidavit, without standing, without agency, without the original documents to verify. We can go on, but we're gonna move down to the next one. 42 U.S.C. 1983 due process violation, using the state power and court procedures to deprive you of your rights without a lawful process. Oh, this defamation is getting stacked up on somebody's ass right now. This sounds like this document's gonna be about $5,000. I mean, 500. I mean, 550. Okay, so you're going to file a counterclaim directly into their case after. Well, you have to add them to it as plaintiffs or whatever. That single move, the state judge, the collectors, and their attorneys, they're all going to be added to their own action. And then you have your federal case to add them as defendants over there, because they're not going to be able to respond to anything that you filed that you get from Pro Se Lawsuit Center. Okay, because we use federal case law, and they have to have a bargain, not a federal license. Come on now, y'all know I ain't about to say none of that shit. And once you do that, the state court loses jurisdiction. Once you add them as parties, and you don't even need, if you're doing this yourself, do the counterclaim. Add fraudulent concealment to the counterclaim, and you can do it anytime. There's no statute of limitations because we don't roll with that. Once you do that, their process is jammed up and they can't proceed, or at least that's the way I have it in my head. This works because the state players can't answer federal claims with statutes and codes. The judge can't defend their own orders as parties, and attorneys cannot litigate while they themselves are named as defendants. The counterclaim robs state court jurisdiction, and the federal lawsuit shifts the fight back over in your hands. The end result, instead of defending their foreclosure case, they're defending themselves against your counterclaim for $200 million in damages for defamation. Oh, something nice and simple. I don't even understand what the hell that is. Once a counterclaim is jams up the state case, you don't stop there. You file your federal defamation lawsuit. The federal filing is what controls the whole situation. If you don't file the federal filing and get those people served and do all of them, jump through those hoops, everything you did down here is going to crumble because you don't have the foundation at some point in time. If you make it past, you're lucky. But come on now. Been doing this for a minute. This lawsuit is filed in federal court where constitutional law and due process apply, not foreclosure statutes. Here you're the plaintiff, not the defendant, and they're forced to answer for publishing false debt claims and destroying your credit reputation. Now remember, even when you get to the end of the foreclosure process, they ain't proved a damn thing. They have not proved anything. And all they've done is ignored all of your evidence. People telling me all this evidence they have, whatever. I don't pay no attention to the evidence people have because people need to understand they're not a judicial court. So none of that matters. You got to figure out a way, to do this right here. Hold them accountable for some other stuff that they ain't used to having to figure out. They don't have a plan for everybody to be on the same page in court without communicating to get this handled. I don't think. If they do, I'm right here. I got my phone right here. Foreclosure is debt collection. That's all it is. It's debt collection. And when you expose it as defamation, their process collapses. This package, you'll receive 3 powerful documents: the federal defamation lawsuit document, the $200 million counterclaim document that you can change and put whatever million you want on there, and you'll get the federal bar card. If false debt collection claims have defamed you, if your home, your credit, your future are under attack by foreclosure fraud, this your way out. This your lucky day. This your way out and your lucky day. Do not let them destroy your life with lies. Do not wait until it's too late. With this package, you can file it tomorrow. You can't do it today because it's really late. Well, actually, it's 1:30. Well, no, you can file the next day because you need to take your time to get your shit together to make sure you know what you're doing. You get in my program, there ain't no need to rush around. Stop the foreclosure as a debt collection scheme and take control in federal court. Get the debt collection lawsuit package right now for $50. That's what I said. My boss is out of town. He told me to wear $50. Turn their attacks into your beat down. Put them on defense and protect your home, your credit, your future, your family, your dignity. $50. $50 is on the website right now for 50 freaking bucks. The lawsuit, the counterclaim, and it comes to coaching. People get, we do the coaching at neighbors_coaching. Coach. But you know what? We're also going to start having, when people start investing more in the package and we get people questions, we're going to have to coach it in the live streams. I'm down with that. So I don't know. There ain't nothing else for me to say. Oh, wait, there is something else to do. We're going to do a screen share. And I'm going to show you guys the package right here. Oh, damn. I don't know how that's. Let's. There we go. That's supposed to be $50. I don't know how we got that. We got to change that. We'll change that. We'll have to get that changed. I got it down $50. But my assistant left town and left me in charge. Okay. So okay, Eddie. So I didn't know what's next. Okay, you can't ask me what's next if you haven't got all the stuff done that you need to get done, and you need to get that stuff done. Because just because they backed off and left you alone, your foundation ain't built there, and it could come crumbling down, which means you have to start rushing around, and you don't need to do that. You need to get the steps done that we have lined up to get done. And we have some $99 packages right now. We learned that we need to cloud our own title. So we have a couple of packages to cloud your own title with a notice of conveyance and a notice of less pendants that you actually just place in the public record next to your deed to cloud your title, to stop them if they already have taken your property. It also clouds your title to slow their ass down and make your property toxic, so they don't want to take your property later. It's kind of the idea. And one of them is fraudulent conveyance. One of them is it's called the eviction package or something. They're exactly the same thing. I just put different names on them because people overthink it. And to what state are you in, Eddie? No, you don't want to let 2 months pass by, man. Not if you're in the eviction process, in my opinion. If you're in the eviction process, you want to push that shit, because I had one person in Texas who wanted to pay them, and my advice was that if you do that, you need to make sure that you get a new contract, because if you pay them and you don't get a new contract, they're going to say whatever you paid them was for what you were behind on, and then they're going to sell your contract to another group of attorneys to come after you, and then they're going to come after you again. And this is what they did to her. Okay, but the thing was, she had a lawsuit filed in federal court. She just hadn't served all the people. The fact that she already had a file for months saved her in the end. But if we have these steps that we have, they came from the real-time feedback from the people that are like you, that are punching these people in the face. So, if you miss punches, oh no, when you got them beat down, you need to keep beating them down and stepping on their head. And you do that by following the process. Now, if you had these things done, like you said, I served landlord, but I didn't serve the state and county deputies when I did it. Okay, so we don't care about serving the county deputies. The state is the one that's paying for all of this shit that they're doing. The state is the one that committed real estate deed fraud when they didn't deliver your deed to your house. When the statute that we're not supposed to be following the statute, okay, because they're bullshit. They're supposed to follow the statute to make it fair for us. Okay, if they don't follow the statute, then our due process is violated because shit ain't fair. But they're just making it up as they go and doing whatever the hell they want. Oh, wait, is that what they're doing? Yeah, my science is out to lunch today, so I'm having a hard time. Okay, so great job, though. I mean, I'm not trying to. You're still in your house and protecting your family. Great job. That's badass. But don't leave a trail behind you. You know, my grandma used to tell me, if you leave a trail behind, it's going to catch on fire and burn your ass. I was 7. What the hell does that mean? I understand what she means now. So you got to do these steps. Now, at this point, and getting your lawsuit filed in federal court. That's, now all of that is kind of depends on you and where, because you're your coach, or excuse me, you're your attorney. I'm the coach, you're your attorney. So you have to figure out. So, and if the finance or whatever, the foreign, I don't know. But for me, I would want to make sure that I'm not in a position where they can get a jump on me or even get up to where the hell I'm at. You know what I mean? And you do that. And so I don't know what package you invested in, but one of the best things that you can do right now, man, is get on the website and get one of those $99 packages, the notice of conveyance and notice of list pendants, and one of those with those documents in it. And it also has, okay, so the eviction package has the notice of, and this is how this whole thing came about. It has the lawsuit for federal eviction that you file in state court. Then it has the lawsuit for the federal eviction that you file in federal court. Okay, but it also has the list, the notice of conveyance and the notice of list pendants that you actually place in the public record. By doing that, it clouds your own title. And in my opinion, when you place that notice of conveyance, and look that shit up, Eddie, to understand, so you understand what this means. The notice of conveyance just means, in a simple term, that they're trying to steal your property, just shuffling the paperwork around, which is exactly what they're doing. Oh, and then you follow up with the notice of list pendants, and then locks it down. And in my opinion, from what now, in my opinion, you're the number one lien holder, okay? Because you're challenging the foreclosure process and shit with those 2 documents, and nothing's going to get past that. All those people that want to put the tax lien, whatever lien, they're going to line their happy asses up back there somewhere. And you know how that goes. Okay, these people make these deals with the state. These people, I'm talking about the buyers, they make these deals with the state or whatever, and then the state has a process where they jump that shit down into a lesser court and treat people like they're tenants, and then there's a landlord, and there ain't no judgment. There ain't no judgment yet. You better get the $99 one and this defamation one, and just sue them. Okay, so there's no judgment. I wonder why the attorneys don't tell you that. They don't have a judgment. How can they say all this shit and put you through their system? They put you through their system, and they don't have a judgment. Huh. How would you address that? Oh, defamation. Because they told these lies. Well, that's pretty badass that you got the proceeding jammed up. Because I got a lot of people that's talking shit and acting stupid, and people don't like my nails. And I got one dude said, "You's gay." And I'm like, I ain't gay. But, you know, if you want to go out with me, just give me a call. Oh. I'm fired up because this something everybody can afford. $50. Come on now. $50 to sue some people. $50 to sue some people that been in your face talking shit. Now, sue them for something they don't defamation. They might have to go sit down and get the black book out. Look that shit. Bam. $50. But I got to get over there and get it set up right. So I don't think that was the defamation one. So anyhow, I sure could use a review video on that, on your situation and what package that you were using. And you don't have to put your face in it. Okay, you don't have to put your face in it. Just, you know, I had some people make a video while they're in the car driving over there. Okay. I fired my assistant, but then I hired him back. So my assistant and I are pretty good buddies. So we're going to do screen share again since, I got all night. Yeah, what the hell? And I got the right shit up. Bam! The foreclosure defamation lawsuit package. That's hot. $50. Okay, so I had the wrong one last time, but this is the right one. And y'all see it's $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. $50. Oh, the website looks very beautiful. Thank you, Humera. The foreclosure defamation lawsuit package. This attack addresses your credit being convicted before the court judgment. They publish false statements. Oh, this is. Oh, you have copies of it. Oh, and you know what? The reason why it's cheap is I had a couple people calling talking crap to me. And one dude called me and told me he's going to report me to the attorney general in Florida because I'm practicing law without a license. He didn't like what I had to tell him. Dude, you take a copy of your license, send it over to me, and I'll shut the hell up. Otherwise, you can shut up and get out of my face because ain't nobody got no license anyway. So, yeah, this package, $50. If you was in foreclosure, $50. Because your fraudulent concealment, tolls the statute of limitations, you can bring anytime, $50. If you're in foreclosure, $50. If you're gonna be in foreclosure, it's $200. Sorry, I was overthinking 50. It's still $50. I'm blaming it on my sinus problem. I'm gonna blame it on that. You get the bar card, take control after attacking their case with your counterclaim and robbing the state court of jurisdiction. You file your lawsuit over in federal court, and I would demand the federal court judge order these fools to the settlement table. Come on now, work with me. I would demand the federal court judge with your $50 lawsuit, $50. I love my job. I would demand the federal judge order them to the settlement table. The settlement table. Come on now. Remember, when you jam their asses up in state court, they didn't respond. They couldn't. They can't. They can't respond to statutes and codes without. They can't respond to federal case law with statutes and codes. They can't. They can't respond with statutes and codes. And Lisa just texted me. Okay. So I don't like when people send me documents and I without my consent or they haven't even invested in a package or whatever. So that becomes a problem. So you can see right there the complete counterclaim strategy is the state is entity funding and backing the unlawful enforcement, the eviction, the ejection, the foreclosure. They're backing all of it. The judge who signed the orders without jurisdiction is paid by the state, so there's a conflict. The collector who reported a false credit entries without a valid judgment or a bilateral contract or any evidence that you are late on payments, the collector's attorney who pushed the false claim to the court. And so, here you go, the information, right? Those are this is a simple package. that everybody should be able to understand why it works. This works because, well, state actors can't. They can't answer to federal claims or statutes and codes. Judges can't defend their own orders as parties. The attorneys can't continue litigating while they themselves have been named as defendants. Bam! Oh. The real-time feedback from all of the people that have been in this program for the length of time that we've been doing this is making us, I didn't say me, I said us, us, look good, all right? It's making us look good. The counterclaim robs the state court of jurisdiction, and the federal lawsuit shifts the entire fight over into your hands. $50. Now we don't have the PayPal, but we don't have the cart button and all that stuff set up yet. So you guys can you can pay me through like a Cash App. Cash App. If you pay me through Cash App, give me a call or message me your email address. I'll see it later, but you need to call me and let me know that you paid with Cash App, and I'll send you over the credit card lawsuit. I'll send you over the credit card lawsuit. I think it's down to $50. I'll throw it in fixed. I like getting paid by Cash App because then I don't have to pay if it goes straight in my account or Zelle. It doesn't matter. And then I don't really care for PayPal, but I have a PayPal link here. So for the people who want to pay with PayPal, you can. But if you pay with Cash App, you'll get something extra. But you gotta call me and let me know. Hey, Coach, I pay with Cash App. My name is whatever the hell your name is. But you probably should make sure you tell me what the name is that shows on the thing, because then I'll email you over what I said I was going to send you for free. So, oh, there it is right there. The credit card defense lawsuit package. Yeah, what the hell? We're just going to click on it because we run the show. Uh-oh. Oh, my internet's been jacking me around, so that's the problem with that. Okay, Eddie, you good, man? You got a plan? And we got the coaching over there at neighbors_coach on Twitter. But you got them backed in the corner. You need to finish stomping them out so they don't come back and they don't sell your do an assignment and give your stuff to somebody else and have them come back and get up in your face. But there's no way that nobody else could come in and take over. But what happened in that other person's situation is that she didn't know that they were doing it again. And when she found out, it was at the last minute, and she barely had she not had that stuff already filed, she would have been toast. You don't want to play around. You get them over there. You need to figure out some kind of way to make them have verification that you don't have to. Now, the ideal situation is get your deed out of their office. If your deed was not in their office, they wouldn't be able to be doing all this shit. So that's really should be the number one goal. I mean, there was any money. Well, it was your money that you paid them for the scam. So I guess you should get that back. Okay, wait. First thing, get your deed out of their office. That's what I would do. I wouldn't, if it comes right down to it, I would tell them to just bring my deed. Because you can go back and do something in a plea and do whatever you want. Because I ain't signing nothing they bring to the table. And some people do, and that's fine, because if that's what it takes for your peace of mind and make sure whatever. But I'd be like, I ain't signing nothing. I just got done kicking y'all ass. Y'all need to be signing my shit Thank you. Send that shit straight to my bank account. Oh, thank you guys for the value of sharing your time. And yeah, get that package, $50. Get that package. That's gonna help us keep the lights on around here and pay for this stuff. Because I tell you, with the trade war going on, and now the government shut down because they can't they can't figure nothing out. And then I got this situation with my fingernail polish. I got some serious situations over here. So you guys get that package, and I want to know how they react when you stick that in the face. So you can come to a live stream like Eddie's doing here and let me know when you guys get that package, how they react when you stick them. Like, what? And look that shit up. Let's go.